Hi there, I am going to talk about a crucial topic that comes up in so many conversations, and if I've not spoken to you about this already, then do listen up. If I have, listen again because it is so important. Now, this is the importance of food volume. It really is your secret weapon when it comes to fat loss and weight maintenance. It really is magic and very much overlooked. So first up, what do I mean by food volume? Essentially, it refers to how much food you can eat without consuming a lot of calories. Now, this concept is vital for achieving satiation. It is vital for feeling full and satisfied, whilst also working towards your fat loss goals. In other words, by understanding food volume and by playing the food volume game, you can eat more and feel more satisfied without overdoing it on calories. So what I am saying here is that you can eat more food for less calories. That sounds pretty bloody good to me. First, let's look at some examples of high volume foods. High volume foods are typically lower in calories, but they're high in water content and they're high in fiber, and that makes them big and bulky. So you think leafy greens, broccoli, cauliflower, peppers, you get the idea. So big, bulky, but for the main part, they are high in fiber and high in water content. You can eat a lot of these without worrying about your calorie intake, basically. On the flip side, we have low volume foods, and these tend to be more calorie dense. These include things like nuts, oils, chocolate, processed snacks. And whilst these foods are delicious and I am all for everything in moderation, the reality is they pack a lot of calories into a small portion. So if you're looking to manage your weight, then you really need to be playing the food volume game. At the end of the day, if our stomach is full, we don't feel hungry. If it's empty, we do feel hungry. So if you are filling it up with low calorie, bulky foods, you're not going to feel as hungry as if you fill it up with higher calorie, smaller foods. That is how you win. These are some practical tips of how you can win that food volume game and fill up with fewer calories. Firstly, incorporate more vegetables into your meals. For example, by adding veggies to your pasta dishes and cutting back on your pasta, you are going to be as satiated, if not more, but for fewer calories. So seriously, half your plate full of veggies and you can eat like an absolute queen. Use whole foods instead of processed options. So for example, instead of dried fruit, eat fruit, actual fruit in terms of the way that it fell off the tree. Eat fruit rather than dried fruit. It's much larger in volume and it's much lower in terms of the concentration of sugars in it, which means lower in calories. Now, I'm going to use grapes as an example here. 100 grams of grapes is about 70 calories, whereas 100 grams of raisins is about 300 calories. That's just doing it on weight. Let's now think about the food volume as well. So 100 grams of grapes, 70 calories, is about a cup. 100 grams of raisins, so 300 calories, is about a quarter to a third of a cup. So if you are wanting to fill yourself up more and have fewer calories, go for the unprocessed food options. And a final tip is plan your meals around high volume foods. So think about, as I've mentioned, filling half your plate with vegetables. This not only increases the volume of the meal, the food volume of the meal, but it also boosts your nutrient intake as well. Remember, it's not just about cutting calories. If all you do is cut down on what you're already eating, you are going to be hungry and frankly miserable. It's about making smarter choices so you can still enjoy your meals, still feel full, and still reach your goals. So embrace this concept of food volume. It really is an absolute winner, and you'll find it easier to kind of manage your portions, and you'll find it easier to kind of keep the cravings at bay because you are full. Simple. I hope this gives you a fresh perspective on food volume and has got you thinking about ways that you can play the food volume game and how you can use it to kind of support you on your fat loss journey. At the end of the day, it's all about feeling satisfied and all about feeling nourished. I don't want anybody to be feeling hangry and miserable. You can eat in a calorie deficit and be full. Whether you do that or not is your choice. But at the end of the day, you'd be bananas not to play the food volume game. If you've got any questions or you need any further support or you would like more guidance on this, then obviously just get in touch and we will chat it through. And check out the PDF that comes with this video to work out how you can play and win the food volume game.